It's Christmas Day. I didn't really feel like being around family. And by I didn't really feel like being around family, I could have flown back for my mom's side in Chicago / Tennessee, depending on where they would be. Or I could have traveled 40 miles south to my dad's house. I didn't feel like doing either of those for multiple reasons. So you're probably sitting there thinking like, so are you spending Christmas alone in your apartment? You are correct, yes, I am by myself this Christmas. It's not like I'm a Scrooge or like bah humbug or like, I hate Christmas. It's not how I feel. Like I've been feeling, like look at my fucking scarf. If this doesn't scream Christmas, then I don't know what does. I had a hat on earlier too. I got stockings up. We ain't got no tree though because, listen. Being alone for Christmas. Why do I want to be alone for Christmas? Why am I alone for Christmas? Why does it feel wrong to be alone for Christmas? Like I feel as though I'm literally, okay, number one, let's just point out the fact that it feels like I'm hiding in my apartment from my family in general, because if my family knew I was just here by myself chilling, I feel like they wouldn't be okay with that. But I'm okay with that. Like genuinely, I'm okay with that. Sure, in my mind, I feel sad about like looking back on the past and being like, when as a kid, I was so excited with all the Christmas decorations and the big dinner and all the toys and like waking up and coming. Am I boring you? My dog just like leaned over like, oh my God, this bitch won't shut up. All you do is sleep all day anyway. He's looking at me with an evil eye, y'all. Point being is that like I genuinely this year for Christmas wanted to be alone. And it's not like I'm a sad alone. Like I am like sad and depressed and kind of going through it because my life is falling apart. And I feel like I've been saying that in these videos for like the longest, and a bitch is still here. Things have kind of slowed because of Christmas and the holidays. Like, you know, things can't explode if everything is kind of like frozen, if that makes sense. The world kind of freezes around this time. Like, no, like what's going on? We don't really know. But come January 1st, the gears will start turning. My life will start all over again, or not all over again, but we'll continue to, like I said in the beginning of this video, there's too much to unpack. And when it comes to like a parent perspective and a family perspective, there is that dynamic in the sense that inside of me, I feel like, you know, why would I go to my traumatizers' houses and have Christmas dinner with them? Just to be potentially reintroduced to some trauma or gaslighted, or, you know, I just like, why would I do that? And I've been saying this for the longest period of time. In the sense that, like, for example, it's more so, it's both sides, my mom and my dad's side, it's both sides. But like, my father will say whatever he has said some outlandish shit, and not like I'm a parent getting angry at you type of shit. Like, he told me, he was like, well, why don't you just kill yourself then? I'm not gonna tell you the context or anything, but it doesn't matter. Cause like, who says that? Like, why don't you just, especially just someone who has had an attempt and he says what the fuck he wants to say. So, and my whole thing and my whole belief is like, okay, he is my father. I do care about him. We are working our relationship and all of that. But it's like, why would I subject myself to that? That makes no sense. And just being around him at times can be like that. You just never know what you're gonna get. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna go around him ever again, but like that was kind of like, that's the other part of it in my mind, you know? But that's not what this is about. I just had to bring it up because it's kind of what it's about. Like, I don't want to be around family because I'm pissed at them, because I'm still working through like how to resolve the blame, or I've little me, inner me, subconscious me, whatever you want to call it, blames them for the way I am now. Like, if they didn't fuck up in my early childhood development, then I would be a little bit less fucked up now, and I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through because of their petty shit. And they're still being petty, but like, they're still doing the same shit, and it's like, bruh, fix your life. This video is so all over the place. Let's bring it back. Okay, so I kind of said that it's a little bit about the family dynamic, but it's not really about the family dynamic. That's a whole nother video. It's more about just me wanting to be alone. Like, a lot of shit's going on, and I feel like I've started to talk a little bit about it on YouTube, but like, not really. It's been a lot harder to talk about than I thought it was gonna be to talk about. A lot harder. A lot harder. So I haven't really talked about a lot of things on here yet, but I definitely plan to. Point being is that a lot of people don't know what's going on in my life, if that makes sense. Like, they know bits and pieces, little snippets, but I've been listening to Demi Lovato's album Holy Fuck because I can relate to almost every single song in that album. Almost every single song, not all of it. But point being is she says in the song Skin of My Teeth, she says, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. And that's how the fuck I feel right now. Like, I am not drowning. I have not drowned. I'm not gone. But like, the water's right here. And I'm like, every day it's just a lot. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. And it's been like this if you've watched my other videos recently, my last 2 videos or whatever. It's been like this for the past 2 years, 2.5 years. And like, I really didn't want any more surprises. I didn't want, like, I just wanted to be chill. And the holidays, I just wanted everything to be chill. And I experienced this during Thanksgiving in the sense that, like, everyone's doing family shit. So everybody's with their families. Everybody's, like, no one's really on the streets. No one's shopping. All the stores are closed. Like, everything's quiet. So, like, today, my phone has not really been blowing up except for Merry Christmas from friends and one family member. Subconsciously that makes me sad and upset, but I really don't give a fuck. I guess. But, you know, it's peaceful. It's been a nice day. I got a whole bunch of gifts for my dog. I put them in the stocking. You know, I have like my little fake fireplace going over here. I clean my apartment. My apartment is clean. I'm doing YouTube videos. I'm being productive. I'm doing all the things that de-stress me out versus going to a very, very stressful family dinner, being stressed out about that, probably being triggered by something that someone said or discounted or whatever, because that's just what happens. Sometimes intentional, sometimes not intentional. And then I come back to an apartment that's dirty. I have hella work to do that has not been done because I'm a procrastinator and I have bad ADHD and all that bullshit. Like, it's just like I wanted an extra day of my weekend. I don't know. And I'm saying all of this because it's not just the fact that, like, I'm trying to justify it to y'all. I'm trying to justify it to myself, maybe, because I feel like it's wrong. I feel guilty for not doing something. I feel guilty for not being with family right now. Not that family asked me. I think my sister asked me what I was doing. I told her what I was doing. I told her I was, you know, kicking it by myself. She said that sounds depressing, and I was like, nope, it'll be fine. She would just think, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, as close as this family says we are, I haven't gotten like a whole bunch of like, where you at? Or like, what's going on? I think what I just discovered through talking this out and rambling to y'all is that I wanted this Christmas the way I've created it now. I want it to be in my solitude. I love it. I've had a great Christmas. I've enjoyed it. I'm not sad. No regrets. I'm super happy about what I did. But what I do want, or my desire, or my wish actually, is to have had a family type of dinner Christmas thing. But like, I don't have that type of family. I don't have that dynamic. Like, I don't have that available to me. So it's less about like the Christmassy type of stuff. Like, oh man, I wish I did this. I'm happy I did what I did because with like the resources being family, like what I've got to work with ain't much. So like, this was the best alternative. I'm so fucking chill with it. But deep down inside, I wish my family was normal. I wish my mom was alive. I wish I didn't have to like constantly feel like I need to explain my mom's side, my dad's side, aunt and uncle, adopted mom, blah, 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 blah. I wish I didn't have to do all that. I wish I didn't also have to like, this is less important now, but you know, as a kid, it's like, okay, where do you go for Christmas? Dad's side or mom's side? Like, I wish I didn't have to do that. Yeah, it just feels lonely, but like, that's how my life has felt, you know? Maybe, I hope you don't know, actually. And y'all probably are like, what the fuck is he even talking about? Like, is this a sad video or a good video? And I think it's a reflective video. It's a happy video because fucking Christmas, yay. And it's reflective in the fact that it's not that I want to be alone. I'm choosing solitude because it's what I have to work with. And I'm fine with that because that's the best alternative. But my heart longs for some type of normalcy. So I think that in the first step towards that, because I am not dating because I'm not, I don't really know, y'all. Because I don't have a significant other that's super serious and living with me and nothing like that, you know. Because I have not started a family of my own, let's go with that. Besides my dog, who's lazy as shit, don't do nothing all day, who's just laying there. Damn, I need to figure out how to make my sentences more efficient and concise. I'm starting my own traditions is what I'm trying to say. And this is the first step towards it. So, like I said, I woke up this morning, took a nice salt bath, had me a glass of wine. Don't worry about what time it was at. The apartment is spotless and clean. I filled Shy, my dog, filled his fucking, what do you call it? Filled his sock. What do you call it? I be talking to him sometimes because he's the only person around. Stocking, that's what it's called. I filled his stocking to the brim with treats and with all of that good stuff. He's my child, so I'm giving back. He had an amazing breakfast. He had broth with his kibble. So like, he had a brothy type of kibble, type of salmon. Like, I don't know, it's super organic. He eats better than I do. So I don't know, and that made me feel good. It made me feel good to be at peace. It made me feel good to spend time with my dog, because I never really get to spend time with him lately because I'm always working or stressed, or like I'm stressed and he gets stressed and we're both stressed and we're just like beefing in the house. And hopefully this evening will be even better. I'm supposed to be meeting up a friend of mine who, I'm not really sure how this is gonna work because he said he had the flu and like he's trying to go out to eat. Number one, there's nowhere to eat except for Chinese, Cracker Barrel, Waffle House. Number two, didn't you just say you had the flu? Point being, I might meet up with a friend. My red flag is calling right now, actually, and I was supposed to probably meet up with them. Okay, so now I'm in a bad mood. This video is basically done with, though. So, Merry Christmas, y'all. I hope that y'all are having an amazing time with your families, with your friends, I hope you're having an amazing holiday, no matter how you're spending it. And my Uber driver told me one important thing. He said, it doesn't matter if you have a small family or a big family, as long as you're happy and content and doing you this holiday. That's what it's about. Like, sometimes big, giant family party bullshit, blah, 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 is stressful. Literally, the holidays are one of the most stressful times of the year. Why do we do this to ourselves? I refuse. So I'm starting new traditions, and I think it's scary, but it's necessary. And I have no regrets. I just worry about what people will say, what society will think, / in 2 years, I hope I'm not like, subconsciously hiding something. I've dug up enough graves. Merry Christmas, y'all. Oh shit. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And whatever other fucking shit. Not everyone celebrates Christmas. My bad. It's 2022. I should know that. If you celebrate Christmas, why am I spinning? Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Happy holidays.